sure, that you and your family have experienced, and for that, we're so sorry. You were declared officially the runner-up. Can you walk us through what the experience is like contesting elections that you know are not free and fair, and what was gained in spite of that?
Yeah, it's a long story. I wish I could, in just half a minute, take us back to 2021, because that was the first time I ran for president. I was aware of General Museveni. I was aware of how captured all institutions are, including the police and the military, the parliament, everything. And indeed, in Uganda, like some other places in Africa, running or contesting against General Museveni is contesting against the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the Uganda Police, the Bank of Uganda, every institution of state. You can see this. Just yesterday, his son, General Muhoozi, who is the Chief of Defense Forces, had his birthday, and all soldiers were ordered to put on his t-shirt and go running. This included some ministers, some generals, and he's always on Twitter, speaking his mind. However, although it might come off to many of us, and he was ordering all former military commanders to show up if they don't want to have a problem. Anyway, so we went to that election. I went into that election because our major goal at that time was to bring our common people close to their politics. You see, we come from a country that for a very long time has made an effort to disassociate politics from the common people. And the common people are the masses, to the extent that they didn't know, neither did they care about how they are governed. But in 2021, we were able to awaken the people and show them the importance of politics and why they must come out and vote. And indeed we won, but it was, rigged. So coming back to contest in 2026 was a huge debate. Personally, I had endured so much. I'd seen hundreds of my friends killed. For example, on 19th and 18th of November 2021, hundreds were massacred on the streets, although the government only acknowledged killing 54. So I didn't want to run again. But again, we needed to use the election. Again, since it's the only opportunity we get to speak to the people, we are heavily gagged, heavily controlled, heavily, intercepted everywhere. So we ran again. This time we had a mission to unite the people of Uganda, but also to be able to reach every corner of the country. That was our only excuse to speak to the people, because I was a presidential candidate. And indeed, the presidential campaign was given 112 days, and I was campaigning every single day of those 112 days. I reached every corner of the country. Of course, I made tear gas and bullets. And we were able, to once again awaken the people of Uganda. Of course, it called for more brutality now, because the people were more charged. As we speak now, people are being abducted. As a matter of fact, as soon as we cast, my wife and I, as soon as we cast our vote and returned home, we were immediately surrounded by the military. We knew it would happen, but this time it was more, because by the time we had the election, the internet was switched off 2 days before. Radios and TVs were switched off, those that were not pro-regime. Journalists were ordered not to cover the election. As usual, international observers, those that were not compromised, were locked out, and we went into the election. So here we are, my wife and I, locked up in our house and surrounded by the military. The following day, we were raided by the military on the orders of the Chief of Defense Forces. And that night, because I had learned a lesson in 2021, I had anticipated that raid. And our friendly people within the forces had warned us that there was an order from the Chief of Defense Forces, who is the son of the president, that I should be disabled fundamentally. Whatever that meant, for me, it rang a bell. So I played a ninja role and disappeared. And disappeared from my house. we call it rubber dub style. On the 16th, they didn't get me, but that day they did not break into my house. I remained at large. I wanted to be able to charge up my